And welcome back to Collecting History. Hope everyone's had a very good day. So, me and my wife went into the town of Canton, North Carolina, to just do a getaway for us for the day, just to have something fun to do for us to see something we've not seen in a while. It's been a little bit since we've been in the town of Canton, and so we found a little place called Camps to have our lunch today. It was really, really good food, home cooked meal type stuff, sandwich shop. Also, went to a place called Paper Town Coffee, really cool little coffee shop as well. Grabbed it on our way out, but in between all that, we went to a place called Geek Mountain, comic book store there. Really just a fun little place to go into. He had comic books, he had some CGCs, he had some Funko Pops and some prints and just like T-shirts, all kinds of cool stuff in there. So I've never been before. I definitely wanted to go and check it out. So I did pick up some comics, of course, and the comic books I picked up today were really, really cool. Got some, let's see, a couple of key issues there in this. Also, got one in the mail today that can kind of tie in a little bit with what I got today. Stay tuned. So, before we left, he gave me this for me and my wife, and it's Smoky Mountain Geek Expo, October 17th, 2026. Comics, toys, video games, artists, vendors, celebrities, food truck, gaming, a cosplay contest. It's at the Smoky Mountain Event Center. It's just like I say, October. Not too bad at all. 10 to 5, $5 admission. It's really cool. So this is what he gave us to take home with us. I'm going to try like heck to go and be a part of that. I missed the Comic Con we had earlier this year. This one would be really cool to go to, something different, be a new one for me to go to. I think it's been around, I think, like you said, this is a fifth year maybe or so. But anyway, yeah, definitely want to go check that out. So now the comic books. Okay, like I said, a very cool little comic book store. I definitely want to go back and check this place out. I'd like to maybe have a little more time just to go through all of his comics, see what he has. He has some real good ones. So first, I'm gonna start out with this one. I think it's like 2015 when it started. JLA number one. I like the way they made the JLA up on top there. Pretty cool little design. That was good book there to pick up. Cool cover for sure. Day of Vengeance number five. 2 months until Infinite Crisis. Got the Spectre on top there. That was good. Anything JSA, I always try to pick up, and I did today for sure. This one here is pretty cool. Now it has a little bit of a beat up on top, a little bit on the bottom, and it's the second cameo of the Anti Monitor from the Crisis series, Crisis on Infinite Earths. But this one, I got one I showed you guys recently from Dollar Tree, and of course, a definite reprint. This is not. This is a real deal right here. There you go. Like I say, a little beat up here on top, across there, and then right down here where my hand is, a little bit of a little mess here. But anyway, the comic book is really cool. When I saw that, and for a buck, I definitely had to pick that up for sure. Most of these were $1. So let's see. This one here, excuse me, is Black Knight from Marvel. Mainly got it because of the covers. Number three. It was one of those in the dollar bins too. There you go. Just because the cover mainly is why I got that one. I do that quite often. Get comic books because the covers are really cool. JSA number 64 to add to my collection of JSA comics. So this one right here, another one of them dollar bins. There you go. I'm really happy to add that to my JSA collection. I'm trying to get all of them. So this is Justice League New 52s, number two. Superman, Batman on the front there, and the dollar bin. Pretty cool there. Yeah, did well today. Very happy with this. The new Nova, another one of these. I like the cover as well. Definitely wanted to pick this one up. Found it in the dollar bin as well. There you are. New Nova. All right. Next one here is the new Titans. It begins with Batman. What it says. And yeah, this is one of those. It was in the dollar bin as well. There you are. Yeah, there you are. I like that cover. Really, really cool cover. This one here, Detective Comics, Batman on the front, of course. And this one was a really neat cover as well. Uh, $2 for this one. You had the dollar section comics and some 50 cents beside them. I didn't really find anything in the 50-cent comic books. I did look there, but nothing I really tickled my fancy, I guess you could say. But they had another section that, everything is priced as marked or mark price, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, anyway, that the dollar bin I spent quite a bit of time in. So this one was not in the dollar bin either, but it is the first appearance of Nate Haywood and the first full appearance of Tom Bronson. I do have a JSA with Citizen Steel. Nate Haywood actually in the out or in the uniform there, but this one here is number 2. Definitely had to add that to my collection as well. Like I say, I'm a big JSA guy. I like the JSA covers, especially the Alex Ross covers for sure. Moon Knight, Mark Spector, number 19. Spider Man and Punisher on the front. There you go. And now the last two. So this was the last one I picked up at the comic book store. And I found it and I thought, wow, this is really cool because one of these comic books I've been looking for out in the wilderness, I guess you say, and when I go to comic book stores and stuff. So I came across this one, $2. It's the final appearance of Dick Grayson as Robin. A lot of you know this one. There you go. That one was a real cool pickup. I was glad to get that one and to add this to my collection. I really like that cover there. And Dick Grayson is my favorite Robin. And yeah, that was really cool. So that was what I picked up at the comic book store. And I got one I got in the mail today when I got home. And slightly ties into that a little bit. When I got home, this one I picked up off of Whatnot. It's number 442 Batman. And the move that first appearance of Robin Tim Drake. There you go. So a cool pickup, or Dick Grayson going from Robin to Nightwing, and then Tim Drake coming in as Robin. Those were some cool comic books to have today. Like I say, Geek Mountain Expo. If you want to check that out, if you're in the North Carolina area, Western North Carolina area, I want to check that out. Big shout out again to Geek Mountain. Like I said, I really enjoyed his comic book store. Definitely going to go back and check it out again. And in the descriptions, I will link his Instagram page here and anything else I find, like maybe Facebook or something, maybe I can add it to it. You guys can go check that out. And until next time, God bless. We'll see you soon.